Hello. Hey guys, it's Danny Ray and welcome to my channel. Hello, how are you? How is everyone? I know. I didn't post Monday. My bad. So I'm posting Wednesday. So you don't know, I post Mondays and Fridays, sometimes Wednesdays. But let me tell you about my weekend, okay? Here in good old Virginia, okay? If you didn't know, I live in Virginia. It got to 80 degrees Saturday and Sunday, right? Or Sunday. I think Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. And it brought in a storm. Okay, so it stormed last night. Now it's cold outside, okay? But it was so hot in here because we couldn't turn on the air conditioning. It was so hot in here that I couldn't do anything. I was sweating, everything, the whole 9 yards. So I didn't have time for a video this weekend, last weekend, whatever. So I don't know. It felt like it's been a rough weekend. Anyways, there you go. It's my explanation. Thank you so much for 10 Thanks so much for 10 subscribers, though. I see. And how well my last video is doing. I wasn't really expecting it. So, last month, I'm filming this on April 1st, okay? Happy April Fool's Day. But, March was I did really well, and I was very surprised by it. So, anyways, keep it short, keep it shorter. And click today's video. I'm doing another Reddit reading. I'm doing confessions this time instead of unpopular opinions. I do want to do another one of that one. We'll do that at some point. But if you haven't already, I can see, hopefully my last Reddit video is linked in the description. You haven't seen that video yet. So this time we're doing confessions, and I think it'll be really fun. Anyways, before we get started, please subscribe if you haven't already. I'm trying to hit 15 subscribers, but thanks so much for 10 subscribers. Very proud. Leave a like, comment below what else you want me to do. If you want more Reddit videos or any topics you want me to talk about, I'll do it soon. More things will come. Yada yada yada. Give me a moment. Life's crazy. Share with your friends. Share. And did I say everything? Oh, press the notification bell so you get notified every time I post. Okay. Oh, and follow me on Instagram if you want. And check out my other videos if you haven't already. Again, hopefully my last video will be linked down below if you want to see that video. Anyways, let's get straight into today's video. I'm so happy to be back filming. I haven't filmed in a quick moment. I'm so excited. A lot of things have happened. No, not a lot of things haven't happened. Some things happened that I had to face some things. So now here we are. Very excited. This one's lighthearted. Let's start with this one. I give customers more food as a McDonald's employee. I love that. I love that because I was like, if I could tell, never mind. Should we do something? Should we be like, that's a good confession or a bad confession? I think it's a great confession. Listen, we love that. Okay. It might be a little bit of a rough one, I'm not gonna lie. I work at a bank. I give people different flavored lollipops on purpose. That's kind of funny. Hey, you work at a bank. I bet it's kind of boring to work at a bank. Like working at DMV. I feel like maybe that might be boring. Or it might not. You might see some characters. Hey, but I would do that. Like different flavor lollipops on purpose. Like, oh, I love the cherry one. I'm gonna give you a grape one. Like, oh. I guess we're gonna get into it. Okay. Sorry. I'm using my mother's phone because I'm filming on my phone and it's plugged up. So I kind of gotta be over here. Okay. I'm not ignoring you. I would never ignore you. Hello. Okay. This one is, I am an awful daughter and I don't know how to deal with it. My parents did everything they could to go to America and to have a better life for me and my siblings. I am so ungrateful and happy even though people have it worse. My parents had it worse. I'm just so disappointed. I also can't live with my parents because I guess I left my religion and I have to run away, but I feel so awful. Everything they did for me went to waste. In a few years, I won't be my parents' child. I'll be a stranger, I guess, and I feel so awful and cruel. I hate that I have to hurt them this way, but what can I do? Nothing. What can I do? Nothing. I'm stuck hurting them this way. That's really sad. Like, that's really sad. Maybe, well, I can't speak on having immigrant parents, you know, and I know that can be really hard. I've heard stories and I've seen, and that can be one of the hardest things because they moved to America for a better life and you feel like you owe them so much. But if it's truly painful, you know, maybe at some point have a talk, sit down, talk, and like, I don't know, that's really sad. I don't like, that's kind of sad. That's really sad. I'm sorry. Wow, I didn't, you know. Oh, I don't know how, that's really sad. Oh, I'm lost for words. That's horrible. Cause I know how it feels to not want to disappoint anyone or disappoint your parents. How do I move on from this? Okay, we'll do something a little more lighthearted. Sometimes if people don't have enough, I give them their food for free. See, if I worked in like a restaurant industry, whatever, I do the same thing. I hate seeing people, cause I know what it is like to starve. Okay, to starve. Little snippet of me. If you ever want me to go into it, I'll get into it. But I lived poor most of my life. I'm still poor. Okay? Alright? Okay? And I know what it's like to starve. I know what it's like to not have food, to not have access to it. It's a rough thing. So I would never in a million years want that on anyone. I might get into my story at some point, you know. So I know what it's like. Anyways, for example, a lady came by and ordered a five cheesy bean and rice burrito without rice. So just a cheesy bean burrito. Sorry. She was grabbing her money and she gave me a $6 in ones and the rest in change. Her total was $8.60. And I heard her on the phone say her son wants a drink. So I asked, what does he want to drink? And made him a large starry. Also, that's sweet. Hold on. One time I went to the pool with most of my cousins and we went over to my cousin's house and they had a pool, not a community pool, and my eldest cousin had my eldest cousin, he had like, what was that called, a discount, a card for Subway, whatever that's called. Sorry, I'm blanking. And it was like we could get like a sandwich and chips, or no, we could just like get a sandwich and one drink or something. I don't remember. And we wanted chips. I was like, no, you can't. Like me and my us three younger cousins. So like, oh, okay. I was like, no, we can't do that. And then the older lady was like, I'll buy them for you. Thank you. Love that. Okay, continue. So I have to say that ADD, you'll notice. Also, one time a guy asked for my number because he forgot his wallet and I gave him his Lux box for free. I got W Riz. like, oh, free food. That's the way to a man's heart. Food. For free? Everyone loves free food. Hello. Hello. I intentionally made errors when grading university exams. When I was teaching assistant at university, I rounded up points / miscounted the score of students who were really below the passing score. I prevented students from being kicked out of university for not achieving the set minimum requirement. I love that. I love that. Well, as long as it's, because it's honestly, I would do the same thing. To be honest with you, I love helping people. What? Oh, move over from that one. This one's great. Okay. I stuck a used pad to my neighbor's door to prove a point. Y'all. Okay. My neighbors are nasty. Somehow their trash cans stay in their outdoor bins, and they walk past their trash that's all over the yard without a care in the world. It blows. Sorry. It blows into our yard constantly. I have mentioned it before and they claim it's not theirs. Their bins are always open, loose trash on top. It's so obvious it's theirs. Usually it's just wrappers / some sort of paper products, so I just pick it up to keep the peace. However, yesterday it was a used pad. It wasn't folded up in toilet paper. It was open, laying flat, bloody pad laying in the front yard. I lost my ish. I triple gloved my hands, picked it up, rang her video doorbell, showed her the bloody pad, and told her I'm kindly returning it, and stuck it to her front door. ETA, the wife hasn't done anything but turn a snob nose. What? You can't. You're the trashy one. Nose at me when she walks by. Her husband and I, however, had a conversation. He tried to tell me it was mine and that their trash doesn't get out of their bins. I point blank said I don't use pads, and proceeded to show him the Q-tips around his bins. His eyes got all big with surprise, and he said, I'll investigate this and get to the bottom of it. I just replied, just pick up your trash. That's all I asked. He went on to move their bins into their backyard. He did not address the pad on the door. It was surprisingly cordial. Listen, y'all, don't make fun of me. I am horrible at English, okay? Let me tell you something. I cannot speak, okay? I can say everything in my head perfectly fine. It's good, okay? I understand what I'm reading. I know what it says. I can say it in my head. I try to say it out loud. Don't happen. What's up with that? Don't think I don't know how to read. I do know how to read, okay? Anyways, considering I just stuck a pad on their front door. I wasn't a B. I was just stern and let him know I'm over their mess. I think I've made my point, but we will see if they keep their trash picked up. That's disgusting. As a woman, who in their right mind would not wrap it up? Like, come on now. Decency. Ew. Who do you think's gonna pick it up? Bro, that's disgusting. But good for you. Huh, I would have done the same thing. I'm not gonna lie. Okay. We'll do, I think, two more. And this is probably not a very long video. I mean, it might be long, but yapping. We yappers. Hi, I love having a conversation. I love talking. Anyways, I've given people soda water instead of Sprite on purpose. I work in the restaurant industry for like 20 years. Same, not me, my mother. I was saying my mother at work used to work in the restaurant industry. for years. If she used to come home smelling like food, and I used to love running up to her, especially if she worked at a good place that had good food. Run up to her and just hug her, but without just smelling her. That's my confession. That's my confession for this video. Certain fast food wells in high school, waited tables and bartended throughout college, and bartended on the weekends while working full-time up until recently. When people were horrible people and ordered Sprite, I purposely gave them soda water. I'd also give badly behaved kids soda water too. That was usually my favorite because they either wouldn't explain what was wrong with their drink or their parents wouldn't believe them because they were being bad. Wow. It was the perfect crime. I could always just say, "Oh, I guess the syrup was out. Sorry about that. I'll go fix it," and give myself a little 3 to 5 minute break in the back. Then I'd give them the Sprite gun to get that off of my chest. Edit. Guys, I didn't do this solely because someone ordered Sprite. This was reserved for people who started off rude and happened to order Sprite. So is Sprite like for horrible people, like rude people? You know, because why is it every time someone is horrible when they order Sprite? I don't know. Edit 2. In the 20 years I was in the industry, note was as in past tense. I did this less than 10 times. It's not like an everyday occurrence. Sprite was reserved for people who would scream. Oh, Sprite. Why? Okay, sorry. Sprite was reserved for the people who would scream at wait staff, threw things, said sexist/racist stuff at places where I worked, where I did not have the authority to kick horrible people out. Sprite from soda fountains contains soda water and lemon lime flavored syrup. There's no chance of an allergic reaction here because the main ingredient is the soda water. The Sprite syrup runs out frequently without the staff knowing, and since it looks like the same soda water, the only way to know the difference is to taste it. Getting a soda water instead of a Sprite is very common without malicious intent. Yeah, just he was explaining more about it. Okay. That's funny. I thought my mom sure did that. That's 2 more, right? Okay. Alrighty. Sorry. This is kind of cute. Funny. 5'8". Lean build. Hey, you want to know something? 5'8" can be really tall to short people. Okay? Alright? Because my father, I think, is 5'8". Hey, I'm 5'3", I think I am. I'm at least 5'3.5" with shoes on. And I just saw my cousin recently, and he says he's 5'8". That's what he says. But he towers over me. So, you know, just saying. But a lean build. Yeah, true. Anyways. Oh, someone said I lock my doors when anyone approaches my car. If I don't know who you are, I don't want you in my car. Whoa, someone's trying to break into your car. Yeah, but I'm paranoid. I'm a paranoid person. I've always been paranoid. Another confession. I watched a Criminal Minds episode when I was young. My mother loved Criminal Minds, loved NCIS, loved all that stuff, okay? I've seen it all. And when I was young, I watched a Criminal Minds episode about a little girl being taken to become the wife of the little boy or whatever. If you know, you know. And that episode traumatized me. So when I was younger, I used to like look around the like going out places, and I would just like look at everyone and be like, you're suspicious. I swear people used to follow me. I don't know if it's true. I'm just paranoid. But that traumatized me. Traumatized me. I used to think about it all the time. But people don't usually intimidate me, okay? Not really. Men, not, I mean, yeah, I'm cautious, I'm always cautious, but I'm cautious of everyone. Man, woman, child. Horror movies. Who's the worst person in the horror movie? A child. There you go. There you go. Huh? What? I don't trust you. Nope. We're not reading that one. We're not reading that one. That one's horrible. Yeah, we're not reading that one because that one. Okay, there. I just read one. The thing is, there's a specific smell that I absolutely adore, and I press it. We already talked about pads. We're not. If you know what it is, there you go. Okay, we'll read this one. I throw my change at people who are texting while driving. The fact that you just have change, like, in this day and age is crazy. Anyways, a little over a year ago, I posted on this very subreddit explaining how I would throw my coins into the trash because I don't like carrying them around. You would throw money in the trash? Oh, you could go to the little coin thing and get money out of it, like dollars. You have enough change. I wasn't expecting some to agree, but the majority of the responses I received made me feel like I was doing something truly appalling. I knew something had to change. I knew I had to change. I knew I had to change, but I still don't want to carry around useless pennies. Throw them into a wishing well. All of the change when I was pulling out of Taco Bell drive-through and all of that changed when I was pulling out of a Taco Bell drive-through, and a distracted man nearly hit me. In an instant, I knew what must be done with my ammunition box. There you go, ammunition box. My bad. Of Abraham Lincoln's resting in my car cup holder. Why do you have so many? Why do you have so many pennies? What the heck? I realized I could improve the world with coins that would have previously been thrown away. Truly a net benefit situation for all. Why do you have so many pennies? For it to be ammunition. That's crazy. That's wild. Okay, hold on. What is this? Oop. This is gonna take me a long time to edit. Boop-de-doo day. I think I might do two more. But this one just, weird. Okay, never ever trust a woman, even if you have given them trust. Still assume she's gonna break it. Okay? Let's see what you mean by that. In college, I used to talk to a girl. She was disabled, so I was just encouraging her by random talk, not specific, all using relationship words like mother, brother, hero, but not sister. Huh? She's very special for me. She's very special for me. Not to me, for me. I don't call everyone my sister. We usually used to talk online through WhatsApp chat. No video calls, no phone calls. In my final year, she chose elective elective from my branch, and thought if I am talking her from long time, he might be interested in me. Buddy, you should use ChatGPT or something. What's going on? Maybe you did. So whenever she used to come to my batch, says hi to me. Now I got frustrated that I was helping her. Now she started trying me. I used to like another girl from my branch. I told her one nonsense story that I smoke. I watch orchestra and fond of wrong community, blah blah, so that she would go away. What did any of that mean? I'm sorry. What? Okay, I'm very confused. Instead of that, she made public that messages. Now everyone got angry on me. Like, how are you trying to talk? How are you talking to a disabled girl like this? They wanted to off me. I was almost offed. Now I have decided I will never believe on girls. What did any of that mean? Why couldn't you just tell the girl you didn't like her? What is going on? You wonder if she was disabled. What's going on? This one confused me. We'll move on. Ooh, ooh. Speaking of disabled, this will be the last one. This will be the last one. Been going for a while. I faked being disabled in high school to get out of gym. Okay. There was something I never admitted out loud. When I was in 10th grade, I told the school nurse I had a chronic pain in my leg and exaggerated the symptoms. It started as a way to skip gym class because I hated it. The locker rooms, the running, the constant embarrassment, I just wanted out. I can understand that. Who wants to get changed in front of other people? That's crazy. I was homeschooled high school. But, hey. That's why for a little while I was in public school for my first year of middle school, and that's why I took other electives so that I would have to only do gym half year, because I was like, I'm not changing it for other girls. At that time, I was like, I couldn't even change it for my own mother. I'll tell her after. We're talking about, we'll get back into the story. But they took me seriously. Too seriously. I got a doctor's note. Don't ask. I manipulated a real one. That's crazy. The next thing I knew, I was excused from gym for the whole year. But it didn't stop there. Teachers gave me extra time to get to class. Yeah, that's what they usually do for children, for people who are disabled. Because even if you broke your foot, I kind of saw that in middle school. It's usually what they do. I got off school trips. Crazy. Like, you didn't get to experience school trips. It's wild. My parents even bought me I don't know what that word is. A chair. See? Don't come for me, okay? Chair. I became the kid with the condition. Ooh. Eventually I had to keep faking it, even when it got inconvenient. Sorry. There's a lot there. My mother's screen's broken. I limped in public. I started researching conditions just to stay believable. I kept it up for 2 years. 2 years of lying, exaggerating, and playing a role that wasn't mine to play. That's crazy. I regret it more than I can explain. I took resources and attention away from people who actually needed them. I disrespected people who live with real painful disabilities every day. I hate that part of myself. The part that took the easy way out and let it go too far. No one ever found out, but I think about it constantly. Yeah, that's not good. That's horrible. Someone also said, me too. When I got older though, it turns out I did actually have a disability, and the reasons I hated gym was because of the disability I never knew I had. I just didn't know the gym wasn't supposed to suck as bad as it did for me. Don't feel too bad for it. Just don't do it again unless you actually need the accommodation for disability. We all did stupid things as kids. That is really sad. I didn't think this was gonna be as long as it was, but it is. So you're welcome. You're welcome. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. If you want me to film more Reddit videos and more things reading Reddit stuff, and tell me what subreddits you want me to read, maybe not. Maybe I'll just use it myself, but I'll take some suggestions. Also, comment down below other things you want me to film, do, yada yada. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed. So again, thank you. Subscribe if you already. Hit 15 subscribers. Leave a like if you liked today's video and want to see more. Ooh, my other Reddit video should be linked down below. I'm panicking. Follow me on Instagram. What else? Check out my other videos. Anyways, I hope you have a wonderful night, day, morning, whenever you're watching this, and stick around if you can. All right, bye-bye.